Hi everyone, welcome to IvyProSchool and welcome to our Power BI series. So today we are going to discuss about a scenario based interview question. So suppose the interviewer asked you that based on a sales table. So let's say the table is this. So we have country and against each country we have a sales value. Now the interviewer has asked you to perform a task and find out the country with high sales or maximum sales and the country with the low sales, okay, or minimum sales. So let's see how by using a DAX measure we can achieve these two results and then show it in a visual. So I have already calculated the total sales, which is nothing but the sum of sales, okay. Now let's start with the calculation of the maximum sales, okay. So let's name it as max value. Let's press Alt Enter. Name it as variable max data point. So we are going to use the function max x. Okay. So what does max x do? It basically returns the largest value from an expression from each row of a table. Okay. So we are going to use max and then we are going to use all. So it's going to be applied on all the rows in a table, and then we are going to use the table name as cells, and we are going to calculate on the basis of total cells and close the bracket. So let's go to the next line, and so now we want to check that how do we find out the maximum cells or what will be maximum cells. So for that, let's put out max check. So we are going to use a if function. So if max data point is equal to total cells, then we should get the max data point, else we should get it a blank. Okay. Now let's go to the last step. So if the logic is true, then it will return max data point. Okay. Let's press enter. Okay. Now we have got the value of max value. So let's try to use a column chart. In x-axis, let's put out the country name, and in the y-axis, let's put out max value. Okay. And let's put out total cells as well so that we can see against total cells the maximum value. Okay. So here you can see this blue is giving as, if you can see in the legend, the maximum value, and this is the total cells. Okay. So let's put total cells first. So what condition we had given is that if the max data point is equal to total cells, then that is the maximum value. So you can see here the total cells is also 2200 and the max value is also 2200. That means the total cells, the max data point is equal to the total cells, and so hence India is the country with the highest cells. Okay. Now similarly, let's find out minimum value. Okay. So for minimum value, it's going to be very simple. So we are going to do nothing but replace the max x with the min x. Okay. So let's put this as minimum value, and instead of max x, let's put as min x, and instead of max data point, let's name it as min data point and min check. And instead of max data point here, let's change it to min data point, and here also after the if, let's put it as if min data point. Okay. Now that we have it ready, so and it will return the minimum data point. So let's press enter. Okay. So now we also have the minimum value. Now let's bring in the minimum value as well. Let's add the minimum value. And now let's try to find out. So now you can see we have total cells, then max value, and then minimum value, right? So my logic for both the measures were that if the max data point is equal to total cells, then it will return the max value, else blank. And if the min data point is equal to total cells, then it will return the minimum value, else blank. So here you can see the total cells is equal to maximum value or the maximum cells. So hence we can say that India is the country with the maximum cells. Okay. And for USA, you can see the minimum value or the total cells is equal to the minimum value or the minimum cells. So hence we can see USA is the country with the minimum cells. Hope you have liked this video. Thank you.